Well, let's take a closer look at the winners and losers from today's interest rate decision. Holly Mackay is a founder and managing director of the consumer website Boring Money. Holly, good evening to you. I mean, 3 in 5 people have fixed their mortgage. Is it that big a deal for most people?
I think we have to keep this in perspective. For nearly 4 million households tonight, they'll be facing higher mortgage repayments. But interest rates are still incredibly low. So if you take an example of someone, even with a high mortgage on a variable rate, let's say that mortgage is £250,000, in practice that probably means an extra £30 a month. So yes, it's gloomy news, but we've got to keep it in perspective.
And what about savers? I mean, the average instant access account is already paying over bank rate at the moment in a lot of cases. Can they expect much of this increase to be passed on? I
think some of it will be passed on. I think we'll see the top rate, it's about 1.3% at the moment. We should expect to see that go up to about 1.4, 1.5%. But people shouldn't assume that their banks will automatically pass on this increase. So I'd say wait a week, let it wash through, and then do go and check that you're still in the best place for your savings.
And what about people coming up for retirement? I mean, annuity rates are linked to bond yields. Interest rates have gone up. That should mean better annuity rates, shouldn't it?
It should be slightly good news. I mean, annuity rates are pretty bad today. There's going to be no dramatic changes, but I think people coming up to retirement can expect to see slightly improved annuity rates. So slightly better news for savers, slightly better news for people coming up to retirement. But again, we keep it in perspective. Savings rates are incredibly low today. Inflation is much higher than savings rates. So thinking of cash as a safe haven is something I think we all need to question.
And one last thought, I guess, pension deficits potentially could come down as a result of high rates.
We could see indeed pension deficits coming down. So as always, there are winners and losers. I think the main thing though for people is be careful of expensive debt. And when it comes to having your money in a savings account, don't assume that loyalty pays. It doesn't with your banks, so shop around.
All right, Holly Mackay, thanks for that. Holly Mackay from Boring Money. Not at all boring in person there. Thanks, Holly.